This show is brought to you by PPR Capital Management. Did you know there's a way to invest passively in real estate and get monthly income without dealing with tenants, maintenance, or property management? If you're an accredited or high net worth investor, you can earn cash flow without the headaches by investing in a private equity real estate fund. PPR Capital Management. With nearly $1 billion in assets under management, PPR has provided investors with steady, truly passive monthly income since 2007 without ever missing a payment. To learn more, check out pprcapitalmanagement.com/birds today. That's pprcapitalmgmt.com/birds. Welcome back to season 2 of Between the Vines. We are in historic Old City today at Calandrino's Old City Vino on 110 2nd Street. Come check them out.
Yeah.
Trey, what's going on?
Man, chilling. Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? It's been a heck of an off season.
It's been a long off season.
Yeah.
You've been being busy. Every time I try to get a hold of you to get something done, you're studying, you're traveling, you're doing this, you're doing that. What have you been up to?
Man, this off season has been really exciting. You know, I can't wait for you to get to this moment too, man. When your kids get of age and you're starting to go through the whole school thing, you know, going on the different trips and all of that, you know, this off season was really awesome, man. First, I started off off season with finishing up my degree, and then we started just going out and seeing universities.
So you're a college graduate?
Oh yeah, I'm a college graduate,
you got that
man.
underway?
Yes.
Dude, let's
started.
Hey, first toast of
I'm
the
officially
season.
alumni.
First toast of the season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Toast to Trey. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Thank
cheers.
you. Mhm. It was awesome. It took me 25 years to get a 4-year degree. You know?
Well, hey,
But it's done.
some people, they don't even get that 4 years.
Yeah, but it's done. It was a lot of fun, man. You know, it was one of the things that I really wanted to do for my parents. You know, one of my dad at the time before, one of his last messages to me was like, "Hey, man, make sure you go ahead and get that degree." And you know, and I started researching it, and then just went out and started it. You know, it was all online, so it was a lot more work than I was expected. I did 5 classes over the, a full load, and then I did 5 classes over the summer to just go ahead and
I
knock it
remember
out.
picking your brain last year about it, and you were like, it's not for the faint of heart.
No.
You know, be serious about it if you're going to go back to
Yeah, you know, the first week or two when you used to the kind of lifestyle that we've been at lately, you know, getting that first couple of weeks under your belt was a challenge, but I'm glad I got through it. It was awesome, man. And then just being able this summer as well to work with Jake, man, and my youngest son, going through the whole recruiting process, picking schools. We went to did a 2-week, nice little trip where we visited 10 different universities.
Yeah.
And it was awesome, man. Just
like a pre-draft visits almost.
Yeah, but it was just fun having that experience with them, man.
You looked like you were soaking it all in, just like.
Oh yeah,
cool.
man. So I got a couple shots of it so I can just show y'all, just our process of how we went through it. So here it is right here. Our first spot, we went to Holy Cross. So really had a blast there, They're sitting out there. Now, one of the hardest things for me, man, when I go to some of these schools.
To not coach these guys?
Man, I'm sitting up here on the sideline and I see something. I'm like, man, let me just be quiet.
Yeah.
So we went out there. We did, and then we went to Monmouth, did a trip at Monmouth. This is us at where were we at? Villanova here. Yeah, man, just hanging out.
Candid picture.
Yeah, just a candid. Just we're looking out, just enjoying the trip.
You look that way. I look this way.
Yeah, we went to Monmouth.
Coming.
Monmouth was the first school that offered him, a full scholarship.
So
we went to Temple.
He fielded quite a few offers, didn't he?
Yeah. We went to Yale. So he had quite a bit. A nice little run of different universities that he went to, and then he ended up settling on Lafayette.
So Lafayette.
So that's where he's going next year.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Congrats.
thank you.
It was cool to watch, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So while we're talking here, this wine is it's a Jersey wine.
Mhm.
No, it's not a Jersey. It's Italian wine. It's an Italian wine.
Okay.
So our friend Mike Costanzo runs Briganti Wines, Briganti Vineyards, and this is actually a Pecorino.
I really like this.
Yeah, it's crisp.
Yeah.
It's like a green apple, like a little tartness to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice on a hot day,
Yeah,
especially
I like that.
if we're drinking this.
Yeah,
and
especially
AC
right now.
wasn't-
This is definitely a nice summertime.
So it's an Italian wine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the vineyards in Italy, Abruzzo, right? Correct? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So when are we going back to Italy, dude?
Well, we're
Like,
trying
when
to
does that
figure
happen?
out a trip for next year. It's
Yeah.
going to be 10 years since we made that trip.
Yeah.
You know?
So,
So,
you know,
we'll plug you in.
yeah,
Get some
definitely. It's
plans.
still at my back.
It actually looks great.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Painted nicely.
Yes, thank you. You know, I love that bag. Everybody asks me about that bag, and I always tell them it was a beautiful wedding. You know what I'm saying? It was a great experience. This is how I bought this bag. It's
So,
awesome.
dude, back to this off season
Okay,
and
yeah.
the graduation thing. There was something I saw online, and I thought it was so cool. And the whole time I was watching this video, because I know you were telling me that you were going to go do it, and I just had this big grin on my face the whole time because as I was watching it, it was just such a cool, wholesome video and stuff. So you surprised your mom, right?
Yes. The whole process of this was keeping it a secret from my mom, you know, because I really wanted to surprise her. And, you know, and she would call me sometimes in the morning. And I'm like, man, I really got to get in this schoolwork. And she's like, well, what you doing? I'm about to, you know, I'm doing that. You know, I know you ain't doing, you know, just, you know, carrying on. But it was just a total surprise. I had her fly up and you know, it was out in Kansas City training camp.
Yeah.
So, you know, one of the things I was doing there is that I was working training camp out there with Big Red. And then next thing you know, I'm going in trying to get ready for my finals and everything. And then, you know, Coach Reed allowed me to leave, take a couple days off. And I went out there and had my mom meet me in Tallahassee, my wife and kids. And here's the video here. Hold on, let me get to it. Of, you know, just us, you know, the way I surprised her with it. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but let's see. Let me get it going.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it was so awesome. And, you know, even when I'm trying to sit there and tell her, I'm like, my voice is cracking.
Yeah, you're all like,
I'm graduating the ball.
I just want to make you so proud.
Yes, you got to be proud of it. Yeah, but yeah, so. But that
Dude,
was it,
that's
man. It was a really cool experience. You know, we all met up in Tallahassee and just hung out, had a good time, man. And it was funny. Charlie Ward ended up being the commencement speaker for us.
yeah?
Yeah, you know, it's like I came in '93, so I was able to play a year with Charlie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it was cool, man. It was a really cool experience.
Full circle.
Yeah.
So I was always wondering this. So an alumni, you're not an alumni unless you actually have a degree.
Yeah.
It's like you just have to.
That's what I'm going to. Yes.
Not even if you just pay.
You have to make
money
it
for a
official.
year or so.
No, you have to make it official. You have to graduate
Dang.
to become an alumni
What do you call if you don't graduate?
that you attended. You know what I'm
An
saying?
attendant?
Yeah, you were present.
From a Saginaw Valley State attendant?
You were there. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead and make it official. Man, go ahead and get that. Go ahead and get it, man.
Yeah.
It's all online. It's all online.
Mm-hmm.
It's all online. You know.
We'll get after it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let's try our second wine here.
Yeah.
We're drinking all of these from Briganti.
Mm-hmm.
Since Mike is so gracious to be here with us.
Yeah.
You can also find these down in the ballparks, right? At Citizens Bank, at the link, Wells Fargo, all of them.
That's what's up.
Heavy pours.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I like to go to the bar because I'm not a beer guy. You know, I'd much rather kick back and have a nice
Yeah.
wine. That's what
I drink too much beer. I think I drink, this summer. It's time to transition to wine.
Yeah, that's fine. You know, I'm a wine guy.
Wine season.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
okay. But yeah. Cool, man. But yeah, so how's everything going with you, man? How'd you enjoy your summer? How was your
summer was great. It goes too fast always, you
Yeah.
know. Just spending time on the farm with the kids. We went up to the lake for a little bit.
Yeah.
Had a lot of time, spent time with family. We expanded the farm.
Okay.
We recently added, we got rid of some animals because, butcher season.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we put some meat in the freezer,
Okay.
which was an experience in itself.
I bet.
My wife shed some tears
Oh, okay.
as they were leaving the property,
Yeah.
but not while she was eating them.
Not watching, and that's important.
Yes.
That's very
No tears on the beef. No tears on the beef.
Tears.
We also added a couple of French Angora bunnies this off season.
Okay.
Yeah. So supposedly you can trim them and make sweaters out of their hair.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, just got all sorts of
So you can
activities
make like
we can
some
do out
old
there,
like
right?
Viking, like you know what I'm
like
saying,
a nice
like
big
a
shawl collar.
yeah.
Also, we bought 3 baby doll sheep.
Okay.
So baby doll sheep are like mini sheep, I guess.
Yeah.
Their fleece is really soft.
Okay.
They don't get very big, so they're not really wet. So you can mix the fleece and hair together and make some real high-end fabrics.
Okay.
Not exactly what I had planned. They're pets right now.
Yeah. Right now, you just
Kids love the bunnies.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's
But yeah,
awesome,
that's pretty
man.
much it. We've been busy.
Yeah.
Excited for football season.
Yeah.
I really
ready to get
haven't
going.
watched a lick of football so far this year, so kind of,
Yeah.
excited for the season to start because who
Yeah.
watched the preseason anyway?
Yeah, I'm ready to get going. To see. It's going to be interesting to see what the Eagles bring to the table. I went back and watched some of their preseason games, just mainly because I was out there in Kansas City during the whole time. Doing training camp out there. And it was interesting. Being back on the sidelines and watching how everyone practices now. It's totally different. It's a different rhythm. I think that I like the new system where, and I assume the Eagles have been kind of doing it the same way, where they have your team period and the defensive coordinator comes with whatever they're going to come with. You know what I'm saying? So
Like bring the heat, not
whatever.
not like pre-scripted.
No, it's not scripted. So at least I know that's what Kansas City was doing, where it was kind of like, all right, you knew what the scenario is going to be. Like we might be working third and long, some red zone, whatever it is. And then the defensive coordinator is going to come with whatever they're going to come with.
Yeah.
And then you just coach off it from there. I think that kind of makes it, as a player, it makes you sharper, because it's not pre-worked out where, you know what I'm saying? Where all right, here's going to be my hot read because I know that blitz is coming or whatever. It kind of keeps you on your toes.
Right. It's more, it simulates a game more.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch a lot of preseason, but I did click the games on here and there. I didn't see very many starters. Starters not playing the preseason anymore, for anybody.
Well, I know the Eagles didn't have any of their starters play except for
Becton, right?
Yeah, except for him. And then, but Kansas City, they starters for the first game, and then we had the second game against Detroit. When I know everybody saw Patrick Mahomes started behind the back pass, though. Like, listen, man.
He's a magician.
Like, let me just say this, man. Like this cat, man, and just being out there on the field with him and watching him perform in practice, he might be the most creative quarterback I've ever seen, dude. Like Tom Brady is nice, and I've watched Tom Brady practice, and he's very in control of the offense. He makes all the right. But Patrick Mahomes, though, like as far as his creativity,
I think it just shows like his understanding of his offense. And the defense his offense is playing, because in order to like be creative and do stuff like that, you have to just have like this overview of where everybody's going to be at every point in time, and also have a feel for what's going to happen when people have to adjust and stuff like that. So like his football IQ has got to be out of this world.
It is, dude, and I mean,
and it looks fun.
And it's hard
to
talent, dude. Like the behind the back pass that he had out there. He had already done that in practice a couple times, dude. Like I watched him, I'm like, man, dude, did he just do it behind the back?
I think he said that Coach Reed wanted him to do it in the game.
That's how it is out there, man. Like, dude, it's he's very like creative with his passes. Like, I mean, I watched him a lot of times where even when he was off and the play was well defended by the defender, the receiver had a chance. Yeah. But it's interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see how the Eagles come back. I want to see if Hurts is really as presented, and this offensive line, man, just to see how it comes together.
Yeah, it's going to have a little bit of a shift from last year. But did you think that you needed any? Have you ever gone through preseason and not played?
No.
You've always played, right?
Yeah, I've always played. I've always played at least the first 3 games.
There was a preseason I didn't play because I had surgery.
Yeah.
And then I ended up coming in, I think, once the regular season started.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I think I was the only one, and I was like, God, I need preseason.
Yeah.
Because you really do when you get out there. I mean, guys practice with other teams and stuff right now, so that's kind of similar to the game speed. But I felt so slow when I got back out there just because I wasn't able to be out with the live bullets flying and stuff like that.
I think preseason does have an advantage for you to go out there and get some actual full speed reps. There's no way that you can, substitute that in practice. You can always say, we practice really hard. Still, the jersey, the quarterback has a red jersey on. That defender is going to pull up. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to go in there and come all the way out and hit the quarterback. So there's going to be some pull-ups. So there's no way to – and I think the hardest thing when you come out of no preseason is just the conditioning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're winded.
100%. Bro, I think as a player, I hated the preseason. I thought it was pointless.
Mhm.
But now, like, as a whole, like, crusty veteran that's retired, I look at it and I'm like, God, they need preseason.
Yeah.
But, you know, all those guys probably don't feel like they need it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it helps with the timing of, you know, when you got to shoot your hands, you know, just, and then, you know, how to shift in balance and just staying in balance, because you're not trying to get out there leaning now, man. Calves are really crappy out there, you know? And then now you take a look at what this offensive line is doing. You know, I know that you didn't start have any of you guys go out there and start. You had Big Micah come out there and he plays right guard. Now, one of the things that I think is interesting for him that was going to be the transition is for him saying, all right, going from left tackle, because that's what he played in the Jets, right? He was left tackle. And then now you having to bump that to play guard. I think that it was good for him to get some road games on because he has to go through the whole mechanics of being on the right side of this offensive line, because you have to be the one that's going to turn around, look back at the quarterback to get the snap and tap the center. And then, you know, he's the one that's going to start it. So I think the game that he played on the road, his first game, was helpful to show some of what he can do.
Well, I think that if you're gonna move inside, you know, I think, or if you're gonna flip sides, I think it's easier probably for a tackle to flip sides and then go to guard, because like to completely flip and do the opposite as fast as you were on the left side, you're like a right-handed kick slide is not going to be the same as your left-handed kick slide if you've been doing that. Yeah. But you don't have to move as much at guard, so I think that will benefit him in the transition.
Absolutely, you know what I'm saying? It helps you where you're. It puts you in a phone booth instead of putting you out on the island.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So here's a couple clips that I pulled together for him that you kind of see just some of the movements that he's bringing to the table.
Right. He's the right guard here, right?
Yeah, he's the right guard.
77.
Right? So now, number 77. So you see him looking back. He's turning around, looking at the quarterback. All right. So now he's the one that has to start the progression. Now he comes back. Boom. Now we got a nice inside zone. For me, I like that. You know, he's creating movement. You're not putting him just on an island. There he is right here in pass protection, taking a nice little set and just shooting his hands, you know, because one of the things, here he is looking back. Take that tap. Now, boom. Punch, drag. I think right there he's doing good. You know, that's what you want to see coming out of there. Someone that can step in right there at right guard. Here we go. I think right there he kind of forgot. Nice hands.
Yeah. That's one thing I really like about him. What I'm seeing is a lot of times you get moved inside the guard. You want to grab.
You want them
all. The first thing you want to do is just get your hands up and stick them inside, and that's so important to be the first touch inside.
Yeah. So now on this particular play right here, I think that he kind of went back to his tackle days. So you look at this. So now he taps. Boom. Now watch how he kind of leads it. Now you have to be responsible for coming back to that. You know what I'm saying? You got that was left tackle right there. Now you're right guard. You need to be able to bump back and come back for that. But you know, small stuff that he'll learn from, and then we'll be able to kind of grow from. But I think that you know, you have Coach Stoutland that can help him with that, and you know, and you just take it from there.
Yeah, I think he's going to be fine. So, what do you think about this hole that is going to be left from Kelsey? It's a big transition this year, or more of a character transition? Like skill-wise, you think Cam's a big drop-off?
Yeah, no, I don't think he's a big drop-off at all. I think that he's a bigger body. You know,
He's very strong.
Yeah, he's strong. He's a bigger body. I think he's going to be a little bit more durable in there. You know, like was durable as well. I mean, he didn't miss many games. He went out there and got it. You know, and would be outweighed by at least 20, 30 pounds and still held his own. I don't think that it's going to be a big drop-off. I think this is going to be a massive offensive line. When you're talking about laying out there right tackle, you got Big Micah at right guard. Dude, he's 6'7".
What do you think what are they averaging across the line right now? They got to be like 330.
Yeah, 330, 340. What, everybody, about 6'5", 6'6", 340?
Yeah.
That's a big 330. That's a nice size offensive line. And then, you know, when you start talking about the way Coach Stoutland puts together his offensive line and where you're working a lot of inside zone runs, a lot of combination blocks, you have guys that's going to create movement in there. And then now you got Saquon Barkley that's back there, another guy that came over from New York that's going to be that power back that they're building this offensive line to take care of.
Dude, I'm excited to watch Saquon and Green this year. I think he's been struggling his career, but I mean, not struggling, but he's never had a healthy, dominant offensive line. You know what I mean? So to see him behind one that actually is dominant and going to be moving people, and they're massive too. I'm excited to see him. I think he's going to be on the second level constantly.
Yeah, I think that, and that's what it's all about. Coach Stoutland, when it comes to combination blocks, Coach Stoutland is one of the best in the game, and setting up inside zone runs. I personally, I love inside zone runs because you're going to get 2 combination blocks every time, and you get it, get a good push. And then now, especially when you're talking about some of those RPO type passes and runs that come off of that, it makes the reads a lot easier when you can kind of create that movement and action, and then now you get those little easy dunk out throws over the top.
Yeah. So we made some changes this offseason. Let's get this Rose going.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that.
Okay.
The Rose's
Just
name?
gonna
Chuchula. You like that? Yeah. So this is another Briganti wine.
Okay.
This offseason we got new coordinators.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you think that was the problem? I don't know. Is this gonna? Apparently, the offense was a little simple last year and a little predictable.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what they were saying.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore does a lot of movements, disguises, stuff like that. The stuff that people were begging to see last year.
Yeah.
Do you think that fixes the issues on offense?
Well, possibly. I think now when you look at the game, I think that a lot of these offensive coordinators are going to show a lot of eye candy, to get you looking left, and then, hey, we're coming right. And then, hey, if we do go left, just to kind of keep you off balance, it's definitely going to be helpful. I didn't see much of that when I was watching the preseason games. I didn't see a lot of activity, but of course you're going to keep everything tight to the vest when you're just doing preseason games. You just want to get out there and make sure guys can play the game. But we'll see. I think that when you're talking about on the defensive side, my concern was that you still didn't see the rush that you thought you were going to get. I know that during the first game, you played your starters for a series. You got them out there, but I didn't see the edge, penetration that I was looking for, with what you need, because you can't, BG is going to come and do his thing. I don't know if Sweat is going to come out there. I don't know where he is. Carter, he's going to have to, show a little bit more. But, Dan Smith out there, this is his time. And then you got the other guy that came from the Jets. I want to see what they're going to bring as edge rushers.
Right?
Yeah.
They're a very young D-line.
Yeah, because you got a 5 down front. Most of the times they're going to go 5 down front, right. And, base. So that's going to say, all right, you know what? Your 5 got my 5 man on man. Let's see what we can get.
I like the pickup of Fangio. To be honest, I like both the coordinator changes. I think that it's going to be a fresh face for the offense. And if anything, they're going to be more cohesive. I think it'll make more sense. It's not going to be so segmented. On the other side of the ball, I just like having like an old school minded D coordinator. That's when our defenses are always the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like grit and go get them type thing.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what Fangio is going to bring in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. He's going to have some disciplined linebacker play. Your defensive front is going to go out there and control the line of scrimmage. I mean, with a 5 down, that kind of creates some problems in itself, especially when you're talking about trying to run the ball. Somebody's going to be man on. When you're talking about a 5 down front, and then you got 2 linebackers over the top over that, it creates problems. You're not going to just be able to inside zone us. The outside guy's going to have to be a little bit more physical to come down, but I think that base 5 down front is nasty. And then if you got guys that can rush when you have to go nickel, because everybody plays a version of nickel now, it's going to be over or under.
Okay. Who are you looking forward to seeing this year the most? Like player wise,
I want to see Hurts go out there and be be that guy. I think that he's a great quarterback, man. I want to see him go out there and lead the team and do what he needs to do. You do what is expected. I think that he has some weapons out there, that can really help him. The offensive line just has to go out there and protect, but I really want to see Hurts go out there and be successful. Yeah. One of the things that was awesome also about being out of Kansas City, and I'm sorry I keep going back to this because that's just where I was.
It's okay, dude. Nobody wants
what I'm saying? My bad. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I I was coaching out there, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I was
we
an
don't
O-line
really-
coach, dog.
Philadelphia.
Hold on, dude. Let me show you a picture of me, dog. Like just putting in work out there. You know
Kansas
what
City
I'm
is not
saying?
necessarily the
You know, look
favorite
at
color.
here. Check me out, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at me, dog. I'm putting in work, man. You know.
Hurts to watch you.
I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? But Big Red brought me out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I was out there with Big Red, you know, just
Looking
with,
like a big
with a Big Red, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah,
Kool-Aid.
but yeah, man, you know, just one of the things I got a chance to see Wentz out there, you know,
Oh,
the,
yeah, that's right.
yeah,
He
you
is
know
out
what I'm
there,
saying?
huh?
So to get a chance to see Wentz out there, that was cool, you know, and just being able to talk to him as a former quarterback, former Eagle, and just saying, man, you know what, dude, it's good to see you smiling.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm like, Wentz, man, I felt bad for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
People did.
oh man, you know what I'm saying? Because like you went from, you know, you were up
He
there,
was anointed.
dude. Like, yeah, I mean, he was walking on water. He had perfect memory. You know what I'm saying? He could do no wrong.
Dude, he started like a Jesus bread truck.
Oh yeah,
Something
man,
like
the
that,
upper
feeding
crust.
people.
Yeah, man, he was feeding the people, dude. And then it just turned on him, man.
Turned bad.
Turned on him, man. I'm like, dude, you know, Philly's a tough. It's tough.
What doesn't kill us makes us strong.
He seemed like he was happy again, you know. I'm like, man, Wes, it's good to see you smile again, man. You know, you don't realize how big he is until you stand next to him.
Big dude.
Yeah, he's pretty big. Huh. Anyway, but
I'm looking forward to seeing Cam this year. I think he's going to benefit to get at the center position.
Yeah.
Kind of take control and be the guy. I think that a lot of people are expecting, like, you know, this loss of Kelsey is, it's so crazy, you know. But I think that Cam's gonna, I think he's gonna turn it on and be like just an awesome insertion into the.
yeah, I think Cam, he's a very smart, massive man. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he's smart enough to go out there and play the position. He can hold his own, and then you have a strong group around him. If Big Micah is what he's supposed to be out there at right guard, you got Lane out there. I mean, this is a nasty group. You know what I'm saying? You got Big Dickerson on the left, Big Mailata. Yeah, I mean, this is a good group. I think Cam is surrounded with some really good guys. I think that, you know, as long as he makes the right calls and stays on point, I mean, I think that, you know, you're good.
Yeah, I think the offense is gonna be explosive. I mean, if everybody stays healthy, that's like my thing right now. Everybody stay healthy.
Yeah, and that's why they didn't play. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they didn't do any preseason.
Exactly.
You know, everything is dude. Like, first of all, okay. So the whole training.
I don't even anymore. It's just
Do you know how many days they have off? Like,
like off,
yeah, off. Just like every 3 or 4 days, they have a day off.
like where they don't have to do anything.
Nothing. Like we have a day
They
off.
don't go up.
No, you. Oh no.
Don't bring me into this. I didn't break it.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. We're very sorry about that. And we're still rolling. All right. I'm gonna try not to break this one. I don't want to make.
Looks like the expensive ones. Right
Yeah,
here.
yeah. These look a little bit more expensive. So
We're doing rosé in a red glass.
Yeah.
Is it?
What?
Tasting.
Good. Okay, there we go. Calm the bull down.
Anyway.
Elbows kicked in.
For those of you just tuning in, we are at Calandrino's Old City Vino. Spelled it like? What? Oh.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yeah, there we go.
Just a quick break right there.
Yeah.
You know, fumble fingers over here. Got excited?
You
Not
know,
a huge fan of the new training camp schedule.
No, I'm not. No, not at all, man. Cheers, man. You know, the way it's cool. You know, I guess it
We
would.
would have loved it.
Oh, I would have loved
would've
it.
loved
I
it.
would have loved it. You know, I mean, it's just every 2 days you have a nice 3 days. You have a nice night off.
That'd been great. You know what we would have done.
Yeah, yeah. And like Big Red is just like, hey, man, there's no curfew. You know, I just see y'all. I'm like, Big Red, you know, wait a
Is
bit
it more of a mature team now?
I think so. I think so.
Kids are
You
more
know,
mature
yeah,
these days.
yeah, I think so. You know, because I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, man. Why? A bit of me was just a little offended every now and then, where he was just like, hey, yeah, no, good, you good, you know, yeah, y'all good. You know, let's go ahead and get out of meetings early. Y'all get on out of here. No curfew tonight. I'll see y'all like 12. I'm like, wait, what just happened? Like, what? what happened to the 2-3 weeks? You know, like now I need lights out 11 o'clock. You know, but anyway, it was cool. You know, it was good to see a different side of Big Rig.
Yeah, I imagine that the longer that you stay in and coach, probably the easier it is.
Yeah, you got some guys, you know, a mature group that's not going to take advantage of the situation because you know.
I mean, they're all there to work too. Like,
yeah, and then where they have training camp, I think it's St. Joe's. I'm not sure the area. It's not, you know, it's nice though. I mean, as far as the area, it definitely helps you refocus.
No Lehigh.
Lehigh is, I think, a little bit more active than
More stuff going on.
Yeah, because you know you got music fest out there and everything.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun at Lehigh.
Hey, it was cool. I had a good time.
Yeah.
You know,
Too much fun sometimes.
Yeah, training camp was awesome, man. You know,
Headlines,
you know, I always hated to drive out, but then you know, once
Dude,
you
I
get out
loved
there,
it. I
yeah.
was so mad when we brought training camp back to Philly. I was just
Dude, like it was cool. You know, it was just being out there with your guys, just hanging out.
yeah.
You know, you just playing.
And then once I learned the hack to like rent a bed for the time being there rather than the dorm bed, you know, that was a game changer.
Yeah.
Then I didn't mind being there.
Okay, so because I know that when you get in some of these dorms, sometimes you can't control the air. You know, and one of the things that I learned real quick, just being back at this way, back in training, we were staying in real dorms. First of all, the bed is about 4 feet off the ground. You know, they're putting two beds together. Because I didn't know what I was coming into, so I just went head on and, hey, man, you coming to training camp? Yeah. I didn't bring a comforter or anything. I'm just there. Got a suitcase, got some clothes, a couple change of drawers, and then that's about it. You know what I'm saying? Some toothpaste. Yeah, no comforter. Didn't bring no TV, nothing. I'm just there.
You just throw the sweats on.
I'm just here. I'm here. I'm in here for training camp. Dude, like the air conditioning, we got this vent that's up there. I mean, dude, and it's all the way across the room.
But
and this
hard, right?
Man, I mean, the air is coming out this vent, dude. I'm like, man, is this like a little torture chamber? You know, the air is blowing off, and like the curtains are across the room, and the curtains is dancing in the wind from the.
They got it.
I'm like, man, dude. It's just the one vent, and I mean, that is blowing. It's blowing, and I mean, it's cold. You know, so I had to, man. I'm in there sleeping in full sweats. Because no, I'm not paying anything extra. I took it as it was. I'm not coming in there with a comfort. I don't want y'all to come in there and see. I had, and they only got the little fishnet, you know, comforter or whatever. Like it's just, you know, it's nothing. Yeah, a little knit, like you know, a little blanket or whatever. Hey, get it.
That's what you're doing.
That's, you know, and I got through training camp that way. Yeah.
You're cold every night.
Cold every night. What I did was I moved my bed up against the wall where the vent was, so at least it flew over me. You know
when
what
you're
I mean?
cold, okay. I like to sleep with.
But now, like it's it was yeah. But anyway, so hey, now let's talk about the new kickoff rules, man.
Yeah.
What do you
feel this to me
about this right here? You know, when it comes to the new kickoff rules here, and right here, I got it right here. Where you
so I guess if you're trying to take high-speed collision out of kickoff, which is kind of what they're doing, right? This is what you're doing. This is what you do. This is how you do it.
Yes, this is how you're doing it.
Okay, you can't run 30 yards, 40 yards at each other anymore.
No,
you can only run 10 yards. At each
you have like 10 yards. You have 10 yards, so you have this. This yellow area is a no block zone.
Kind of as safe as normal.
Yeah, and then you can't do onside kicks anymore. You know what I'm saying? So if you do onside kicks, you have to announce, hey, I want an onside kick. So now everybody needs to like, all right, let's change our formation now. You know, but yeah, man.
I think that some of the best parts of preseason football were watching like guys that were borderline roster guys go out there, offensive linemen, defensive linemen have to run the wedge.
That
was
go out there and go get it. Yeah, it was. But they took that out of the game, man. And I think it you know, it's helping. I think you saw more returns because what they were trying to do. I think they said there was a stat that Super Bowl. I think that there were no returns in the Super Bowl. So they're like, all right, you know what? We want to change this. So here we go. We're just going to line up and let's have at it.
I don't like it.
Yeah, you know.
It's different. I don't like it.
I can't wait to see what coordinators are going to do when they start scheming different like combination blocks because you have everybody on the line. You can kind of create some blocking schemes off of this.
All right. Our setup in the 15-yard setup now, which starts at the 45
Yeah, I don't know.
to the 40.
Yeah, it's a 10, 15 yard,
I
border in between you.
So they can't run back there anymore?
No one can run until the ball is caught. No one can move until the ball is caught or it hits the ground.
Even these guys over here?
No one can move until the ball is caught or it hits the ground.
That seems like you could kind of create some cool like trick.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you can do some
instead of having like special teams guys like push back and be like, I don't like this new stuff. You gotta get some creative. You know what I mean?
Exactly, because
some nice weed block.
Dude, you can kind of get creative. Like if you have a runner that says, all right, you know what, I'm just gonna hit this direction, you can kind of create some combinations off of this. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. I can't wait to see how it develops throughout the season.
It'll be interesting to watch the kickoffs like week 17 compared to like week 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me this: who do you think was our kickoff return guy or punt return guy? And take Westbrook out of it because I think Westbrook and D-Jack were very explosive or whatever.
It wasn't Reno.
What?
You think it was Reno?
Man, Reno was nasty, dude. Man, come on, dude. Like Reno, dude. Look, listen, man. Reno always got us past.
D-Jack was pretty good.
Yeah, with D-Jack, when you kid out there, I'm not talking about Westbrook and D-Jack on those punt returns. Yeah, but I'm talking about more consistent. No, Reno Mahe was nasty, though. He always got us across the 20. No, but he was always consistent. Past the 20, past the 30. Yeah, D-Jack and Westbrook were explosive guys, but man, Reno was consistent. Well, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like I
borrowed my minivan one time, and I called him about it. Sitting in the parking lot in an apartment complex with flat tires.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait. There was a
lot to unpack.
Yeah, hold on. So let's just take it back. There was a minivan.
So when I first got to the NFL, I drove a minivan. You know
okay. Yeah. No.
Minivan. We all signed the lease.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Chevy Venture.
Yeah. And Reno took them.
So after I got a truck, I had my minivan still. It was like, Reno, like 30 kids.
Yeah, he did have a lot of kids.
Got that van still? Could I borrow it from you? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so then I let him borrow the van. And then like months later, I was like, hey, you still got my van? And he goes, oh, it's in the parking lot at the apartment complex. I go, okay, well, can you bring it to work tomorrow or something?
Yeah.
He's like, nah, all the tires are flat. And I was like, how long has this been?
Yeah, for all the tires to be flat. I mean, did you run over like the little were you trying to escape something? Like the strip. Did you try to go backwards to a parking garage? There's so many questions. Like how do you avoid a toll? Dude, like how do you get all four flat? Like you didn't have not one.
Probably trying to avoid a toll.
That's the only way. That's the only way you get four flats is that you back up through the damn parking garage.
Fiscally responsible.
Are you running from a bank robbery and they threw the damn strip out? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you?
All of his kids.
Yeah, with everybody in the bank, dude, you get four flats. Like, how do you get four flats? That is ridiculous. And then in the parking lot, at a
like
random
in a space. It almost looks like the tires were slashed at one point.
Was it pull forward or back? Did he back in?
It was back in. Maybe there was just a slow leak on each tire and it sat there long enough.
So hold on, dude. So you back in. So you back in a minivan. Yeah, on four flats. All right. That's
like it has four flats.
Yeah, four flats. I mean, wow, I don't know, man.
But yeah, so I'm not gonna give.
All right, so I thought Reno was good, man. I don't know, but anyway,
maybe he was. G-Lou was good.
G-Lou was nice too.
G-Lou is one of the sneakiest fast people.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he would be a burner.
Yeah, but he was good. He was good. But yeah, man, it's awesome.
All right, let's drink this red.
Okay, my bad. I've been drinking. Reno Mahe, man, that is funny, dude.
Stories.
Yeah, training camp. None that I want to share.
Well, yeah.
I'm good. I think we had a blast. Training camp was awesome. I like it. And then we were roommates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Same. Drink that. Same dorm.
Yeah.
Not the same dorm room.
Hmm.
Like you weren't top bunk. I was bottom bunk. Like we had our own room.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was. Yeah, no, we didn't. Yeah, no, there was no top bunk, bottom bunk. It was just because by that time we had the rooms that were like, you had the common area, and then, but training camp was awesome, man.
You know what my favorite part of the preseason was?
What's that?
This is when I actually felt like an OG, like I made it. Hat time.
Oh yeah, when
Once you became a starter,
yeah.
and then you went out and you played like your first quarter or your first half,
yeah.
and once Big Red was like, "All right, you're done."
Yeah.
You come out, you keep your pads on though.
Yeah, keep your pads on.
Like, all right, where's my hat?
Yeah, get your hat.
Get me a bucket hat.
Yeah, and get you some seeds.
Baseball cap. Put some sunflower seeds in
Get a lot of sunflower seeds being consumed
around.
at the time. Yeah,
no chance of you going back.
Yeah, there's absolutely no chance. You're done. Your work is done for the day. You know,
there's a picture of me on mine. I think I'm sitting on the sidelines in the preseason. I got my hat. I'm backwards, big old wad of sunflower seeds in my cheek, and I'm just looking up the scoreboard. And now, like when I look back at the picture, I'm like, yeah, I thought that was so cool.
Oh yeah, you were. Dude, you're still cool. Yeah, you're damn right. You made it. You made it now to where you can spectate and watch the younger cats put in that work. You know,
go fight for it.
Yeah, go to fight for a spot. Give it all. You know, I'm going to sit over here and enjoy these seeds.
Hat time.
Yeah, hat time. No, that's awesome, man. Yeah, but we'll see what this team is going to do, man. I think that having no preseason, I have my feel for it, but I'm an old head. We're officially the old guys now. This is a new game.
Montepulciano.
Okay, cool.
Great.
I like that. Cheers, bro. Wow.
Ninko Nanko is the name there. Yeah, Ninko Nanko.
And okay, cool.
My Italian, that's great.
Yeah, okay, that's awesome. All right, there you go.
It's not Italian. Is it? Okay. All right. What's your prediction for this season?
I have no idea.
Coming out?
I don't know. I'm not a prediction guy. I hate trying to do the predictions because I can't just say, all right, hey man, shit, we 17-0. I can't sit up there and say, hey man, we're gonna lose this game. That's I can't think like that. So 17-0 until they prove me different.
I feel like you've got a mindset now that you're retired.
Nah, just not. I can't imagine going into a game just thinking, all right, you're gonna lose.
Well, I agree,
and I can't pick that. I just
you're not going into the game.
Yeah, but shit, I just can't pick that you're gonna lose. I hope that you're gonna go out there and perform, battle. I can't say, all right, hey man, hey, you know what? Hey, this team right here, look out. They're gonna kick your ass.
Trey just spent training camp back in the NFL, so he's back into
my mindset. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like my mind.
I'm sitting here like, I think they probably have like 11 or 12 wins this year.
Yeah, no, my mindset is different.
They're gonna lose some games, Trey.
Yeah, I've been in the and so my mindset is totally different. When it comes to you're gonna win or lose. No, man, no. I come to win. Yeah.
What are we at? We're pretty close to an hour, right?
We are over now. Oh, we're 47 minutes?
47? Yeah, we can go ahead and all right, yeah. So viewers out there, if you guys have anything that you want us to talk about, questions that you want us to answer, maybe segments or parts of football that you want us to dive into at our next episode, comment, like, subscribe, do all the things, shoot us an email, message Trey. He's really good at responding to all that stuff.
I am terrible at responding to your emails, but
we're gonna try to interact.
Yeah, I'm going to work at being better. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? One of the things what I would like, for people to do, like if they're out there, like if you have questions on plays, different things of how that play was supposed to break down or something like that. I think that if you have questions about something like that, definitely shoot it to me. You know, have a clip of it. I think everybody nowadays can go to NFL.com and can screenshot something, and I can kind of walk you through it. I think that one of the things that I enjoy about coaching is being able to teach what's really going on. And that's why I enjoyed it out there, man. That's why my mindset is different, you know.
Well, is coaching an active thing that you're pursuing?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah. You know what? I like being in the trenches, man. You know, like I like being able to put what I talk about to the test.
How long did it take you to come around and be like, I want to coach, or were you really there when you're done?
I wasn't there when I was done because I should have when I did, because I would be in a totally different situation if I had. You know what I'm saying? But I tried to kind of step away from it. But I love being in the trenches. I love being able to sit down and watch the film and have the clicker and go through the mechanics that really makes cat. You know what I'm saying?
Did helping your son like reignite that for you?
I think that it definitely helped temper it during the time that it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it helped me where it gave me a place to like, all right, you just played the game. Let's sit down. Let's watch the film. Let's talk about your technique. Let's go through it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of not having that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I almost did it again. Instead of not having it, I think that definitely helped me, you know, to have him during this season to kind of sit there and talk technique with him and go through that. But you know, that's what I enjoy. And I like that, I like what putting what I talk about, because anybody can get up here and say, okay, hey, I know this, do that, do this. Now, go put what you talking about to the test. Are you really that guru? Because if you are, then all right, well, see what he has going on. Can you fix it? Don't just talk about him. Can you fix it? And that's one of the things that I enjoy doing as a coach. You know what I'm saying? Being able to, I think that working with Juan and playing with you guys helped me develop an eye for it. And it's been good, man. You know what I'm saying? So it'll come, you know. Right now, I'm just enjoying my time.
Yeah, I mean, the coaching thing for me is...
You gotta
I like coaching my kids right now. I'm having a blast doing that. You know, maybe I'll graduate past that, but right now that's kind of
I mean, you got to be really wanting to do it, you know, because it's a commitment, you know.
Flag up again.
It's
again.
Yeah.
And we're gonna dominate again this year.
Yeah, there you go.
Color code it.
Yeah. Hey, let's put together a playbook. You know what I'm saying? We could put together a playbook. I'm telling you, man. Hey, dog. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like but we can get that. Let's do the, because I like the wristbands.
Yeah, the wristbands is the way to go.
Yeah,
color-coded wristbands.
Yeah.
You gotta go video game.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier for them. It reminds them of Madden, and then it's all right. I do this, that. It's awesome, man. I enjoy coaching.
Hey, Mike, you want to talk about your wine for a minute? You got like 10 minutes? He'll be fine on the... Should I just set this mic maybe a little bit more? He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yes, pop a stool down here.
Make sure you raise your stool.
I don't know if it raises that.
Nah, leave it down there.
Yeah. We gotta get you
More
back.
time.
Can I just stand up
Hey,
so I
Mike.
look normal? One more.
One more? This is a different one.
Sparkling rosé.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, man. Not really.
Like Costanzo.
Costanzo.
Del
Costanzo.
Briganti, not Briganti, but
Yeah.
Costanzo, not Costanzo.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Because you're thinking about Seinfeld.
Costanzo.
That's
Yeah,
Costanzo.
so.
No, I'm actually thinking of Anthony Costanzo. I played with him in India.
Okay.
You related?
No.
PT guy.
So I was with the Reds. He was with the Colts, and somebody gave me their jersey. I was like,
Hold on, you play baseball?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
That's how we met.
Okay.
I used to run with Sheldon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
This is a sport.
Yep. Gotcha. Okay, so this is the sparkling rosé we're gonna finish up with. Usually we start with sparkling, but it's all good.
It's a dessert wine.
Chirichina.
Nailed it.
Chirichino?
Yep.
Is that A?
Chirichino.
Chirichino. I mean,
That's the character on the bottle.
that guy.
Yep.
Salad?
Every pirates.
Pirate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Briganti means thieves in Italian. So
Oh, okay.
like
all
the
right.
Robin Hood thief, the good thief. So
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
No, that's cool.
pillage by day.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us about how
Protecting
you.
the-
Okay, let me introduce you real quick. This is Mike Costanzo. Mike is a former baseball player. He was in the Philly system for a while, and
Mhm.
also a couple other
Yeah.
pro team systems. Or were you
Journeyman.
Journeyman.
That's right.
Okay.
5 teams.
5 teams.
Yep.
Wow. So anyway, Mike got into the wine world,
Mhm.
and we've been drinking his wine. All that's delicious.
Thank you.
How you
Appreciate
get in
it.
this world.
Yeah. So I went on a trip to Italy. 17th cousins removed. Had a vineyard in Italy. It was called Rosogna Vini, and tried helping them out. It was to do a favor, and long story short, ended up taking over the vineyard 2 Decembers ago, and we did our first container last May, and it's been now we're in 8 states, so we kind of pedal to the metal and same kind of mindset of sports.
Yeah.
Seize the opportunity, and
Awesome.
yeah, we're in Citizens Bank Park, all the major sports here, and a couple universities across the East Coast, and continuing to keep moving.
Awesome. And you're expanding now currently too,
Mhm.
right? You guys
Yep.
just bought some land in Jersey?
Yeah, partnered with a vineyard. It's called Briganti by the Bay now. It's in
Mhm.
Cape May Courthouse.
Okay.
So we have a nice there's Jersey grape, same quality as us,
Mhm.
from the grapes that we put in Italy. Yeah, keep the name going and branding and moving state by state. It's different with wine because you have to kind of
Uh-huh.
state by state, different rules, different
Yeah,
regulations.
yeah.
So you have
Yeah.
to kind of be careful.
Gotcha. So but you're in PA, so that wasn't a tough thing to do.
PA is the toughest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
That's
done
it.
then.
Done.
All
Yeah.
downhill from
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
There's only a couple states like Pennsylvania, but that was the first one. I'm from here. Grew up in Delaware County, so wanted to bring it here. Connection with the ballpark, Citizens Bank. It's the same people that were there when I was there. So
Oh,
Gotcha.
that's awesome.
yeah, it's low
Yeah, that's
hanging
good.
fruit, as they
Yeah,
say.
take it.
No
Yeah.
pun intended. So I pitched it to them. They're unbelievable. Brought us in with open arms, and
Mhm.
now we put it in a can to make them even happier. And
That's good.
Yeah. I mean,
well, yeah, it's no judgment, but the rosé is my favorite.
Oh, you got the rosé in a can too?
Sparkling rosés in a can, sparkling white,
yeah,
the
that's good.
Pinot.
Only
and-
the sparkling stuff you put in a can. Yeah.
No, we have Cabernet and we have the Pinot Grigio in a can.
Okay.
So, yep,
No,
the
that's
whole
really-
gap.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
You
that's
like
really
that?
good. Yeah. Absolutely.
So how
Yeah.
involved are you into actually like the making process? Are you the business brain?
I let I'm good at delegating. The guy I took this brand was already there,
Okay.
so I can't take credit. There's a couple things that we changed for the American palate
Yeah.
Okay.
because it's different there.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
they're all
Name one of
rated
the things
overnight.
there. I don't mean to cut you off, but
Yeah.
that's an interesting thing you say
Mhm.
there real quick. What's different about the wine that you would do to Americanize? What, you make it
Um,
sweeter?
No, none of our wine is really sweet.
Right.
Mhm.
I did want to keep the integrity of the Italian Abruzzo region. That's why you see the little DOC labels on top. That means it's actually grown from there. Nothing's added. No tannin powder, no added sugar. A couple of different little. No one likes acid at the end here.
Mhm.
We do it like with pairing. So we kind of we tweaked it a little bit. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Just Italians like it more bold.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got
So
you.
you get the acid at the end. You feel it more. Here, you drink something and you're like,
Okay.
I don't want to taste it at the end, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
You want to
that's
drink it
yeah.
again to taste it.
Correct.
You don't want to have to
Yeah.
sit there.
This is everyday one. This is something that goes on top of your counter and you see it every day. You have a couple glasses.
Yeah.
Yep. Or the ballpark in a can.
Ballpark.
Yeah. No, it's
Yep.
good. It's really good.
I appreciate
like
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, no problem.
It's been super
Yeah,
fun.
this has been awesome. Yeah, it's really been really good.
What's your favorite?
I like the rosé right now. I like the sparkling. Yeah. Yeah.
So
You know, especially this time of year.
I like
You know
the-
what
I
I'm
like
saying?
the-
Mango
When it's warm, and you know what I'm saying, it's hot. This is a beautiful one.
thank you.
Yeah.
Get some bubbles.
But yeah, this
Same,
is-
tastes the same in a can,
Yeah.
which is awesome. So
Yeah.
you're the man.
Cool.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Now,
Thank
what years? What did you play when you were playing with?
So I was drafted by the Phillies. I was their first pick in 05, and then I got traded for Brad Page.
Okay.
And then went from Houston, got traded to Baltimore 30 days later, and then Reds, Nationals, back to the Reds.
What position did you play?
Third base.
Third base.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
My career, I played anywhere they wanted.
Gotcha.
Put on the
Okay.
gear a couple games.
No coaching in here.
So I went back to my high school alma mater, and I'm not cut out for high school Catholic League baseball coach.
Please tell me why.
I'm kind of like old school, and I played the best players, and
Yeah.
that didn't bode well for me. And I played freshmen over seniors. Seniors didn't like that, and I didn't really
They're paying a
care
lot of
because
money
I
to go
wanted
to school.
to.
Yeah.
But it's a full recruiting now. Like to your point with your son, like high school is now becoming.
Yeah,
You got
absolutely.
to go visit high school. When I was the person there, I was like, okay, I'm going financial aid and all this stuff. It's not cheap to go to Catholic school or private school around here.
And now, especially in Florida, you have
Yeah.
kids are getting paid in high school.
Right.
You know, so the NIL.
NIL stuff
Oh
goes
yeah,
in high
dude, you
school?
get paid in high school now in Florida. So which even helps even more with recruiting. Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I can't.
Yeah. Dude, like high school
Coaching.
is, yeah.
It's enhanced babysitting.
Coaching high school like that. My time at IMG was awesome just because I didn't have to deal with the parents.
Oh, the place is a different.
Yeah. But cool.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
I think you chose the right path. Drinking wine, traveling to Italy.
Yeah, just hanging out, just
Doing
relaxing.
my thing.
Yeah, this is good.
I don't know if it's relaxing, Trey, but it's a
Well-
grind. It's a grind.
Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah.
Well, that's the kid.
Mhm.
I'm glad you guys like it. Thank you
Yes,
for
absolutely.
for having us.
Cool.
Thanks.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Thank you.
All right, I think that's about it. We're like over an hour now. Yeah. So
I have nothing else to say.
Trey has nothing else to say.
I have nothing else to say.
He's drank plenty of wine.
Drink, play wine. I'm good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We're excited about you too. You know, we're around with the idea of going live. So if you guys could give us some feedback and stuff, what you'd like us to talk about or maybe like dive into, we will try to accommodate the best that we can.
Yes.
But yeah, thanks for joining. Like, subscribe, follow. Clapped into the microphone. I shouldn't do that.
It's all good.
This show is brought to you by PPR Capital Management. Did you know there's a way to invest passively in real estate and get monthly income without dealing with tenants, maintenance, or property management? If you're an accredited or high net worth investor, you can earn cash flow without the headaches by investing in a private equity real estate fund. PPR Capital Management. With nearly $1 billion in assets under management, PPR has provided investors with steady, truly passive monthly income since 2007 without ever missing a payment. To learn more, check out pprcapitalmanagement.com/birds today. That's pprcapitalmgmt.com/birds.